she flutters by. It takes on the wind, she takes it to the sky. The jar can tell her, no need to make her mine. She lays on my shoulder, if only for a tease. We're off to the wind, floating on the breeze. Today in that moment she'll be mine. Butterfly, I guess they saw the things. It's time it's all. I guess if I love her, let it go. I guess if I love her, let it go. Make sense of this, there ain't no making sense of that. And hoping is just hoping, and we don't know. Won't you run so far, yeah, and fly so free? I've never felt so stuck in between. At the end of the day, just won't you stay? Won't you stay?
You need a perimeter on your phone, and if so, you need a drum. I'll check the one here. Let you go, 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 let you go. But how we allow you, can I let you go?
Hey, Backseaters, welcome back to Wednesday night. Our deepest apologies for not being able to do Monday afternoon or Wednesday afternoon with Mike or the cat team. But I have to tell you, the cat team was busy arresting auto thieves and carjackers this week. I mean, on Monday, they arrested 4 of our most notorious auto thieves and carjackers. And here's the other problem, of course, while they're out driving around, they're breaking into other cars to steal people's stuff. You know, if they can't find a car to steal, they'll steal people's stuff out of the car. So they made the mistake of coming across the Ford Parkway Bridge. And we were waiting for them there. Guess what they did, Rev?
What they do?
They did a U-turn. They did a U-turn and took off on us. But some cars are trackable, you know that, right?
Right.
Some cars have a little tracker in them, newer cars, and so our cat team is pretty amazing at getting a hold of the manufacturer and getting tracker information. And so once they came across the bridge, you know, they were felons in Ramsey County, and we pursued them up into North Minneapolis. Some of you might have seen the trail of cars. We weren't in a hot pursuit, but we knew the approximate area they would flee to. And they bailed out of the car, and we surrounded the block, and all 4 were apprehended.
Good job.
And because that was Monday, because they were Ramsey County, they violated the law in Ramsey County, we brought them back to the Ramsey County Juvenile Detention Center. So that was in the busyness. Of course, Mike, Undersheriff Mike, was actually out of town Monday, but he's back now. But then Tuesday, the cat team was tracking an Audi that was stolen, and that Audi was over in St. Paul as well. This time we had to actually find it. It was a little harder, but eventually we did find it, and we followed it to a relative of one of our prime suspects. The thing is, these cat team members know where all these kids live. There's only about 25 prime suspects, really, each with 3 or 4 friends. But the prime suspects always have addresses that they go to. Eventually, this one did go to his grandmother's house, and surrounded the grandmother's house, and eventually he came out, and we arrested him and his co-conspirator. So that was busy. And so it's been a busy week. Today they were just nonstop trying to catch up with some stolens. All roads lead back to Minneapolis now. You know why? Because these kids don't want to be in Ramsey County. They tell us that too.
Wow.
They tell us that. And we just stay in Minneapolis now because Minneapolis is short on bodies. But we've developed a good working relationship. 4 Minneapolis police officers came over last week and met with our cat team.
Yep.
And we're working hand in hand now on some of the kids that go back and forth. And Chief O'Hara sent him over and said, hey, let's partner up and we can help reduce each other's crime. So kudos to Chief O'Hara for, sending his guys over to build a partnership, and it's going to be good. We've got a great relationship with the Minnetonka Police Department. Out there in Minnetonka, Eden Prairie, St. Louis Park, Edina, Bloomington, they're stealing cars on a regular basis. Edina and Minnetonka seem to be very popular. Lakeville's becoming more popular, but they're going out to the western suburbs, a little less police presence. But they're all come back to Minneapolis and St. Paul. And the Minnetonka police officers were with us yesterday while we were arrested. Actually, they had 2 pickups. He had stolen 2 cars in their area.
Oh, wow.
So that was good. Today we had a little security detail we had to work on too. That was another thing. You remember the Devin Scott Cheese that got stabbed at Harding?
Yes.
Well, the sentencing for the man that stabbed him was today.
Yeah.
And that was at the Juvenile Detention Center. And of course, our CAT team members know most of the friends and enemies. So they had to go over there and help out with court security.
Oh, so that's where they were at today.
Yeah, they were over there helping out with court security. And you'll read about it in the paper. I think it's, there was a juvenile that stabbed him, and the court decided not to certify him as an adult. Instead, they gave him 9 to 12 months in Red Wing.
Yeah.
I'm not, I don't pretend to be an expert on individual cases, but this is the same problem over there in Minneapolis. There's a few murders. If you're using a gun on somebody, and shooting and killing somebody, it's got to be more than Red Wing, right?
Right.
This was a knife, and apparently there was a mutual tussle at the beginning. With some confusion over who was the initial aggressor. So you got to give the judge a little leeway. The judge is in the best position to make that decision. But there's another case. In fact, Jay Coles on Channel 5 had the case last night on television. I'm familiar with the case because I know the victim's family. And the judge in Washington County decided not to certify a young man that had long records. I mean, really long. And we arrested him on a carjacking once. And then he got out and violated. But then he did something over in Washington County. And she said, well, since all his history's in Ramsey County should be the one to certify him. It doesn't really make sense, really. Gotta be honest with you. Even the pre-sentence investigation and probation said he should be certified as an adult. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
So, but the judge didn't want to be the one to certify in Washington when they weren't certifying in Ramsey. But it doesn't have anything to do with. It has to do with the offense then, and the other stuff is the foundation for the certification. So, I don't know. I think the judge made a mistake in that case, and so do most of the experts that I've talked to in that Washington County case. So, but this is an ongoing controversy. Hennepin County's had this ongoing controvery about juvenile system or adult system, and it all depends on the child's past history. I think
Right.
That's if they've shown years of poor behavior and no willingness to change. So, anyhow, Rev, Daryl Spence, and I are out here on the east side right now, and we're gonna talk a little bit about his toy collection. We are gonna do a toy giveaway to kids in need and less fortunate. But before I mention that, thank you for all your coats and everything. You want to mention all the stuff people have donated to the homeless?
Woo! We have collected coats, hats, gloves, blankets. What are those things called? Quilts. Man, so many beautiful handmade quilts. Let me tell you, there is an uprise, and we may not even see it because me and Andre went looking, and we were able to find a few people to give coats to, but most of them walk up to us and say, do you have any coats? It's cold. Yeah. We saw so many people who knew who we were. My car is such a nice color. They knew who we were and were literally asking for coats, hats. So I think most homeless people in St. Paul now have a coat.
That's good. Congratulations.
And yes,
victory.
Yeah, it's a victory. We get calls from people. Can you go to this site? Can you look at this? And we do it. We go look. John Scheller is giving us direction on how to get there, or Darren to tell us go do. I want to say to the backseaters, great job. We have a supply and abundance of stuff. Yeah. And it's needed. It is.
Hey, by the way, before Rev continues, just because I want more people to hear this message about what's needed for the less fortunate, this is an unusual night for us to be on. If you wouldn't mind sharing this broadcast, just to let other friends and family know that there is a broadcast tonight. Appreciate it. Just hit that share button, and then they can hear Rev's plea for some additional help.
Yeah, and what I've realized, though, I know this is going to sound... It seems like everybody wears size 12 or 13 shoe.
What do they go for?
The boots.
Yeah.
But all we got is 9s and 10s.
Oh, yeah.
And if you go like on 5th of Minnesota, there are so many... We watched the guy carry his shoes because he didn't want to mess up the bottoms. So he walked in socks.
Oh, really?
It's so not happy. We've joined up with even the CAT team. Told us they found the family. took coats to them. John Scheller took coats, hats, gloves, and you'd be shocked how many kids, toddlers. Some of you probably know better than me, but this thing, 3T, 4T, those sizes, things like that are hard for us because most of our stuff comes from adults. But we've had an abundance of people looking for kids' clothes.
Neighbor has a pull-up fee against the male who's currently on scene. Teller doesn't know either of their names. Both the female neighbor and the male are outside in a red SUV.
1327 Edgerton, order for protection. We're nowhere near there, but just to let you know what that call was about. A VOOP is a violation of order for protection. Somebody's not supposed to be there that is there. There was, earlier there was a significant assault over on Summit, 1760 Summit. The squads are still out on there. It's person got confronted with a knife over there, and that's an unusual area for that. So just go ahead, Rev. Sorry about that.
No. So please, what we're right now when it comes to cold weather gear, socks, shoes, big shoes if you have them, please. And then toddler coats, toddler, 4T, 3T. There seems to be a upswing in people needing that type of stuff. We're looking to just continue to help. It's a little different. It was cold one day, then today it was almost in the 40s. So it was more people out, but the plea was, hey, Rev, y'all got any coats? We need coats. So we're going to keep pressing. We're going to be out there. Don't hesitate. I know all of you know my inbox, and I try to keep up with you. If you know of a spot, if you in the area that I might need to stop by, I will do that. But as long as you keep sending the stuff, I will use it. We will use it. The team will use it. We appreciate the backseaters. I put a post out the other day. I'm going to quit saying I was amazed or shocked because the backseaters continue to step up. It's not amazing. It's not surprising. It's just being kind one to another. And we say thank you.
Isn't it amazing how much generosity there is out there when people know that there's a need and it's actually going to get there? I had a retired sheriff's deputy named Jason. I won't say his last name, but Jason lives now in Texas, but he came into town. He dropped off a bag full of gift cards, $500 full of gift cards.
Wow.
And just stopping into town. I didn't see him, but he hooked up with one of our commanders, and just this amazing generosity, isn't it?
Yeah, and I just say to those other counties, we're not stealing. We're just doing the work. We're transparent as we can be. I get so many, can you come help us?
From other counties?
Yeah, from other counties. It's just a few of us doing the work. So Ramsey County is where I'm at. This is where I'll be for a while. I think it's great, though, that other people want to duplicate what they see you allowing us to do now.
Advice with 327.
Hey, who were you rooting for in that Pittsburgh-Cincy game?
Well, you know who I was rooting for, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but you're fond of the Ohio people too, right?
Well, I love Ohio people. I just don't like Ohio football teams. I'm a Youngstown kid. Yeah. They all know Youngstown, but I'm a Steelers fan through and through.
Yeah.
When you're born down the Monongahela River, you know what team you support.
Yeah.
You know where that river at?
Well, yeah, I do. And here's the thing. There are only one team whose fans are tougher than Philadelphia, and that's Pittsburgh. When I say tougher, I mean unkind. And they're both in the same state. Why is that?
Oh, that's the Super Bowl this year. Y'all just get ready.
Yeah, I know. Would that be something?
It's going to be the most unkind.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Yep.
Great football season. Oh man, some of the best games have been played this year.
How about Auburn, Alabama? Did you watch that game?
Yes,
that
sir.
last pass, Isaac Brown there. Come on, how does that happen? How does that happen?
I can't wait for Auburn, Alabama. Georgia, Alabama this
Well, that's
week.
the next, but Auburn, Alabama was last week.
Yeah,
and
that was
they
a
threw
great
that corner
game.
pass, the last play of the game. Alabama comes back to win.
Come back to win.
I don't know how that happens. Nick
Now, I'm Ohio
Nick
State
Saban,
fan.
you got a connection to God, but Nick Saban's got to be be right with him or something.
Yes.
Holy
Yes.
mackerel!
Is there 1423?
All right, we are over on the east side, Lower East Side. Nicole is working over here. She spotted a stolen earlier over here on the east side. In case you see it, let me just give you it fled from her.
4471 investigate.
There we go. What the hell?
4471.
All right, a silver Volkswagen Jetta.
1423.
Hotel Uniform Foxtrot 432.
Copy. Have a good night. 2252.
Hotel Uniform Foxtrot 432, a silver Volkswagen Jetta, 2014. A little older, but if you see that car, call 911. Call 911 and say, you heard this was stolen, I'm live on patrol. Live on patrol. What else you got, Rev?
Hey,
What about
we're-
the toy? What is the toy drive? What are we doing? December 9th?
December 9th, 11 o'clock.
What time?
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock
a.m.
at the station?
At the station. And let me tell you, toys have already begun to arrive. I can't say nothing but thank you. Jennifer, my elf, has set up a link on, what's that called? Amazon, for those of you who can't make it and you are doing what you do. It's just wonderful. On that day, we will have Santa Claus in the building. Hope to have some of the people off of Live on Patrol. I know that the books should be here. What's her name? Katrina.
Who's the subject this time?
Of what?
The book.
I don't know. She said she's bringing all the books.
Okay, good.
Yeah. It's not one of us.
Okay.
It's all of
Thank
us.
goodness.
So,
I
yeah.
think I looked a little older in the last book than I am. Don't you think?
Well, maybe.
I mean, Rev, come on.
171.
Can I get an amen?
So, yeah, Katrina will be in town. I've seen that on Facebook.
December 9th.
December 9th, 11 o'clock. We're going to be there till 3. Those of you who have reached out, just know that we say thank you, thank you, thank you. It's going to be a great experience.
That's coming up. That's not too far away, right?
Next week, next Saturday.
A week from Saturday, yeah.
That gives us, people are questioning why did we change it from the week
Hang
before.
on a second.
Callers asking
I'm
for
still training Rev.
check for
To
her
shut
daughter
up.
that was listed as a runaway earlier today.
Well, every time the radio pops, you just got to
Go to
pause.
the back door of the address. His daughter's Clea, 12 years old, last seen wearing all black.
Runaways are tough situations when young kids run away, especially in this weather. It's never any fun to have a child that's on the run.
Information may go with Cosmic, turn route 2383 Beaver Creek Avenue for a 23-year-old female who has abdominal pain and fainted at 2255. 179, that copy took the dangerous condition after Portland Avenue and Victoria Street. On Portland, on the west side of Victoria, callers entered the vehicle abandoned in the middle of the road. There's a bad connection. It stated that the vehicle was not occupied and has a punched ignition. Minnesota license 2 Hotel Tango 940 on a 2011 Hyundai along to White Horse. 2255. Copy. 2255.
Well, there you have it.
Lot going on tonight.
Yeah, we got. Read that there, right? Will you, Rev? That's the bottom paragraph there.
Bottom paragraph.
The big one, the big bottom one. Yeah, that
This
one. Yep.
On Portland, on the west side of Victoria, vehicle abandoned in the middle of the road. Caller had a poor phone connection. Caller said he was a City of St. Paul employee, and a passerby said repeatedly could not hear TC vehicle is not occupied, has punched ignition.
Bottom line, it's probably a stolen.
Probably a
The
stolen.
ex-girlfriend's name is...
What's the plate on there? Does it say?
Plate is... Nope.
Okay, they might have not had a plate, but they saw the punched ignition.
Well, it's got a VIN, so it's got to have a
Oh,
plate.
yeah,
I just got to find it.
Yeah, you're in deputy training.
123. All right, deputy.
I'm driving. I can't look at those little words.
Yeah, don't do that. It's a Hyundai Elantra.
Oh, it is an Elantra.
Yeah.
Okay, what color?
So, clear advising, go with 150.
It's all in there. They make it very confusing in that state.
Yeah, because all of a sudden,
I'll give you credit for that.
all of a sudden it's talking about somebody's date of birth.
Child mother has been sitting on him. Child abuse, probably watching from across the street, another apartment on the third floor.
Hey, you know, funny part?
Appears to be some diapers.
While we were arresting this auto thief, while we were arresting this auto thief, the child protection workers pulled up to check on 2 small children in the house.
Oh, wow.
And the other auto thieves that we arrested on Monday, their house, the place they used to live now, has been condemned. And, there's a balancing act here. It's kind of interesting. It's a balancing act in terms of how much a child can handle when they're growing up. You know what I'm saying? And some homes would be extremely hard for any person to grow up in, right?
You're right.
So our guys went over there to that home and took a look inside, and nobody should. Those conditions were worse than. Well, I'm not going to say how bad, but no heat, stove on to heat the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Dog feces all over. It's just, I don't know. They moved out, left the 2 dogs there. So the dogs are now in the care of animal control. But I guess my point is, one of the reasons that we preach kindness is because we've seen the lives that people lead before they get to where they're at. Right? It doesn't matter whether it's homeless or a criminal or somebody that just,
There's always a path to get them there.
is intoxicated all the time or whatever it might be. There's a path. And to the extent that we can impact the path, we're going to try to do that in a positive way, right?
Right.
And that includes, finding mentors or role models like Mickey Frost and others that can help these kids. Tyrone Terrell's group. We just
Great.
Kilo Sierra Alpha 339.
but it's time consuming helping as many people.
But if you're what they say, if you're together instead of being divided.
Yeah. Well,
Because Tyrone will call us, Mickey will call us, and vice versa. Hey, Mick, I'm passing out coats. Can you handle this? Send me the information. No, disagreement. We just say, okay, I got this one. Matter of fact, the 3 of us were together yesterday.
Really? Good for
Yeah,
you.
me, Tyrone, and Mickey all
Good for you.
talking.
We're on University Avenue westbound coming up on Dale. That's the Orient Express coming toward us on the left there. Yeah, stay up a little late night with Live on Patrol tonight. It's hump day.
It's hump day, yes.
Hump day. I don't know, Pat and Jelly Joe might do a little broadcast tomorrow too, so we'll see. I'm not promising for them, but I got a new idea so we don't have to log off when we're working. I was thinking about this. We can still be on. We just can't show you where we're at if we got to hide where we're at. So we'll just hit that button. Hit that button that flips the camera. Do you know where that is? We've done that once before. It's on the left side, I think. No, it's in the left in the middle. Right there. Hit it once. So instead of muting or we might have to mute, but as long as we don't tell people where we're at, you can flip it back.
I'm gonna flip it back.
Yeah, we can flip the and the bad guys won't know where we're at. Right, Rev?
That's right.
That's a good plan. And plus, everybody likes looking at Rev. You're gonna have to do some what do you call that? Memes,
No. No.
This is really, we're almost into December. We got less than a month till Christmas. This is really a time to be kind, gracious, generous. It's the spirit of the season. Spirit of the season. Just give back to others.
Hey, before I get in trouble, I don't know if my wife is listening. Somebody let me know, but our anniversary is in 1 hour.
You're not. Do you think your wife wants everybody to know that?
Yes.
Okay. Good for her.
She probably sitting there like this.
Now the phone's gonna start ringing.
He didn't tell.
11 o'clock. Phone's gonna start ringing. Well, happy anniversary.
Yes, 27 years.
27 years.
Yes.
That's amazing that she could put up with you for that.
27 minutes.
Yeah, there you go. Well, she just handles you in short doses.
Right, there you go.
Right. I know she always says, go on out, drive around Bob. Go on out, drive around Bob. Right?
That's what she says.
Hey, so we're down on Selby Avenue in St. Paul. Every time I drive down here, I think about what this was like in 1977. A lot of improvements, a lot of them under the watchful eye and hand of George Latimer, Mayor George Latimer.
Yeah.
In the old days, this was the highest crime rate.
35 4th Street. Assault. Caller's boyfriend showed up with a GSW to the lake. Assault did not happen at the address. Advised it happened somewhere downtown.
Somebody got shot downtown and got a GSW, gunshot wound to the leg. Caller's boyfriend showed up with a gunshot wound to the leg. Downtown St. Paul. But Selby used to be, in the late 60s, early 70s, Selby was the highest crime area around. And now, to be honest, we don't get many calls down here.
No, it's a nice area.
306, I copied that. Just want to confirm he's still at that residence
A
with
lot
the
of
GSW.
urban
Per the comments, that's what it looks
revitalization.
like. They did get transferred over to medics, so it looks like medics are going as well.
A lot of the problems in the early 70s, through the 70s on
Copy.
Selby moved up to University Avenue.
2305.
Prostitution, gangs, crime, etc., etc. Crime is mobile. It's just the reality. Well, we don't see much of that on University Avenue anymore. All right, so I missed Portland's supposed to be on Portland and Victoria. Did you see the car? It must be more on Portland and less on Victoria. I don't think they towed it already.
Still to 709.
Right?
Well, it didn't appear to be told on the
On the kid. I
cab.
wonder if they're even here. Stolen car dumped here. We're just trying to find out where it is. There's Portland here. What do you think? You see it down there?
Oh. Is that it right there? Yep.
That's it.
Again, 215 code 4.
There's the car. We'll give you a shot at this dump stolen. Gentlemen? How you doing? Good, how are you?
I copied that. Just want to confirm.
I think that's
he's
double
still at
park.
that residence with the GSW.
Further comments, that's what it
Window
looks like.
broken or just chipped column?
They get transferred over to
Or you got
medics.
the classic window broken too, huh?
Back window's gone. Ignition punch.
Good.
Copy that.
Well,
7-3.
how long until you get the report of the next stolen?
Probably.
20 minutes?
Yeah, exactly.
Gonna get
I
out.
don't know, the address that it's registered
213.
to is like right around the corner.
Oh,
So,
maybe they took it and it hasn't gone far.
yeah, you open the door and the alarm goes off. So maybe they got
Yeah.
annoyed by the alarm and they just said screw it. Oh, really?
388.
Copy. 2307.
260 traffic.
Greetings. 262.
Being railed to still to the 7
I think it just got stolen.
36, charging at water. 2305.
Usually they got a trail car, so they probably hopped in a trail.
730, can't shows traffic.
Sorry about that.
Copy. 2305.
All right. Yeah, if you figure out it just got stolen recently, just throw it on a CAD trail or something.
Yeah, it's definitely not reported, so.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Hey, hang on 1 second. Mute that a minute, will you?
Yep. I'm gonna mute you just
Hey,
for a
just a
minute.
second.
Copy. Code 4, 2306.
There, we're back. Bob, why did you make all that noise?
Well, that's interesting. That somehow they got that Hyundai Elantra program so that if you steal it,
916 Ashland.
maybe they got the upgrade,
Single gunshot wound.
Right.
and you open the door,
916 action.
it starts making those noises. And every time you open the door, it continues that for several minutes. You don't want to be driving around beeping, right? Interesting.
270 I'm on.
Very interesting.
Copy.
Well,
2307.
looks like it was right in this neighborhood here. They're going to come and talk to the owner. The squad's out here talking to the owner already. Good for them.
2307.
But he got stolen right down the block, and then when the beeping started, they said, the hell with this, right?
That's it.
So,
Ooh,
they're stealing another one, maybe.
somewhere close.
A lot of times they have a trail car that brings them here so they can hop in there.
326 is info.
They don't have to hit the same neighborhood, right?
Shooting did not happen downtown. He was
Hang on a
at
second.
a store west of this address on 3rd.
123.
That'd be happened at a store west of the address on 3rd at 2309.
Reading that last one.
So shooting happened down on 3rd Street then.
221.
221.
360, we'll go to the store. I'll take that alarm on Dale.
Copy. What store is it? So I can.
If the Zeno's GOA, we can run.
Going for this for an alarm call. 1414 Dale Street North. Audible covering General Bird.
Okay. Well, that's a good one to go to.
Which one was that?
326 code 4 for
It's that
medics.
old
Single gunshot
ideal
wound
home
to the
up
right
there,
thigh.
1414
Code 4 for
Dale.
medics for a gunshot wound to the right thigh. 2308.
Not positive that's it.
326.
Control back there.
Church Maternity of the
370, it
Blessed
sounds like it might have
Virgin.
happened at,
What'd you say?
Church Maternity of the Blessed Virgin.
Oh, that's where it is.
Do possibly 4th and early.
Maternity of Mary. Right?
Yeah.
3rd and Mariah.
They might have
Copy.
something.
3rd and Mariah from the Phoenix section.
And split 4th and Earl.
Sounds like the guy got shot at 3rd and Mariah.
Left the address. Unknown if on foot or vehicle.
326 is info. Yes, sir.
The election's
Shooting
over,
did not
but
happen
the
downtown.
line
He
is
was
still up.
at a store west
my yard,
of this
yeah,
address on
yeah.
3rd. Copy. Happened at a store west of the address on 3rd at 2309. What did you?
You know what happens? You probably don't know because the ground gets so hard you can't
221.
move them out.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I'll take that alarm on Dale.
Push them back and forth.
Right.
Push them back and forth. But,
Yeah,
you know, years have been here since last year. It was warm this summer. Nobody's buying that cold weather excuse. We're starting to get some calls out here, Rob.
Yeah.
326. 326. Suspect attempted to rob a victim. Two juvenile black males wearing all black.
5 will be clearing this off.
Suspect attempted to rob the victim. Two juvenile males wearing all black.
Okay.
Where's that?
That was the third. That was the guy that got shot downtown, but we're on third.
We have a attempted or even robbery, weapon assault. Third and Mariah.
So since there's a weapon-involved robbery, they can use the canine.
365. What kind of time delay are we looking at ahead? Do we have a more example? Yeah, robbery happened now.
Henry.
Still, but he can't
Tom David 029. Can you just give me a second?
Cancel that.
Can't like wait a second to westbound 36, right?
122.
Can you repeat your number?
122.
What are you doing, Rob? Reading your fan mail?
Approximately 5 minutes prior to
Good for you.
the call time.
Trying to figure this stuff out
You know how to
here.
use it? If you tap on it, it'll open up.
Yeah,
the call.
oh yeah. I've been
Before call time.
reading all that.
122 to 816.
Because I never found the license
Complaint
plate.
3 black juvenile males.
Yeah, it was.
Everybody now to 1414 jail. Juvenile walking eastbound on Hague trying to open vehicle doors.
All right, 1414 Dale. The alarm company got the proper password from whoever was in the building and called to let us know to cancel.
He's not answering our questions anymore. He's
black males wearing all black.
What happened, so I went to the parking lot.
Suspects attempted to rob the victim. Two juvenile males wearing all black.
You're refusing to answer questions.
616-326. We have a attempted or even robbery.
This one is interesting. Suspicious activity on Hague.
306. I'm okay.
Yeah, 3 black juveniles walking eastbound Hague toward vehicle doors. The time is 23:05, 816 Hague.
Yeah, that's right where
Right,
they were.
right.
Well, when was that? What time is it
86.
now?
This is 23:05. So that's 9 minutes ago.
This store closed at 10 p.m., so I don't know how the
Well, that's good to know. Is it calling pending or did they dispatch it?
Dispatch.
What car is that?
122.
So at least the car's there. They know they're looking for those kids checking car doors.
Yeah.
Sometimes the calls will sit in pending like that. The squad won't know that their auto theft might be related.
Right, because it's right there.
Yeah.
360 just specify what happened in the parking lot.
Hey, I found out for myself.
You did. You did awesome. I think we gotta
It's
get.
yellow.
We gotta have a bench seat.
He said he was just getting the store that happened.
We gotta get a bench seat in front so you and I and Pat can sit all in the front together.
Don't think that would work.
We used to have bench seats in the old Plymouth Furies. Remember the Plymouth Furies?
Yeah.
70s, 440, 440. Before they got rid of,
But we may not have a super
before they changed the gasoline,
victim here.
got rid of the lead.
And we need more information before we send that up.
72.
That'd be great.
Dispatch copy is 20 years old.
So,
365 for
Minneapolis, they did arrest the guy that stabbed the guy and killed him on the bus stop. That guy got picked up.
The family said that he walked here from Forest Hill and he got here at approximately 11 o'clock.
After he got shot in Fourth and Earl, he walked.
Approximately $2,300.
I'm not sure I'd walk with a gunshot wound. I think I might
Lay down.
call the 911 before I got there. Right?
At this time?
Especially to die.
Hey, by the way, a lot of people are putting air tags in their car. I highly recommend you get some cheap Apple air tags and hide them in your car. You gotta hide them because they'll be able to tell that there's one in the car. But just make sure you hide them so they can't find them. Very effective tool for us. Every time they hook up to an Apple product that's on the internet or a Wi-Fi, the owner can find their car. And lately people have been calling us with their air tags. But don't just throw it in the glove compartment.
I didn't realize he was shot until after he got here.
Hide it under the seat somewhere. They're cheap too. They're not expensive.
Yeah.
Get Apple air tags. In fact, I'm thinking of starting a program where we
how long ago it happened.
give them away,
How about we just canvass the area,
or at least sell them for $1 or something.
Right.
That should be it.
Yeah, sell them for $1.
Copy, victim didn't realize he was shot till he got to 4th Street address.
The victim didn't realize he was
Not
shot.
enough for a perimeter.
I don't know. But was he at the bar?
616 on Village Track. We have
Here from 4th and Earl, and he got here at approximately 11 o'clock.
Copy, 2-1 from 4th and Earl.
Full Billy Siege region. I'm already going to ride that region.
Copy. 2317.
We're gonna run up Rice Street because I got an idea. Okay, I got an idea. I had lunch today up here on Rice Street, north of Larpenteur. Can you guess where it was?
North of Larpenteur.
Yeah.
No.
Well, guess who invited me to go to lunch there?
Mary Kay?
No, but her retirement was there. How'd you know that?
Because that's her favorite restaurant.
Is it her favorite?
Yeah.
Did she take you there?
Yeah, we went there several times when we were at Rice Street. Yeah, McCarran's,
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know but I haven't been there for a long time since it was Dean's. Was it Dean's at one point?
I don't know. It's McCarran's.
It's changed names several times.
I hope Mary Kay's not listening. I didn't tell her anything.
No, I knew, but I knew she liked the place. Her retirement was there.
Yeah. She goes here first to McDonald's
Okay.
and get her Diet Coke.
Mary Kay, by the way, is one of our commanders that just retired.
Yeah, she get her McDonald's Diet Coke, and then we go up there.
Not enough for
And what did you eat? What did you
perimeter at
eat?
this time.
Oh, up here? Oh, we'd eat everything.
616 on Village Track. We don't have a.
You should have invited me once or twice.
Oh, we were here.
Huh? You could have invited. You know who I got an invite from?
Who?
Hot Dog Joe.
Hot dog.
306. Wait, the case number.
Hot Dog Joe Keller
Why didn't he call me?
invited me to go to lunch with him up here.
219-097.
So I did.
Everyone's seen him but me.
Alright.
Got a hold of Steve and Kyle. We all went up here, had a nice lunch.
Today?
Today.
I was with Steve and Kyle.
Went down at the office?
Yeah.
Well, they probably heard you didn't invite them, so
They gave me a job to do.
the coats.
Yeah.
This is for the DOC at 45 10th Street West. From
I was trying to stick up for, but here's what I'm going to say. Anyhow, I had lunch at this McCarran's right here.
McCarran's.
So that's the chiropractor.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
chiropractor. There used to be a bar too, though.
Oh, yep, it did.
Yeah. What's his name? Larry LaBath used to work there as a bartender. He might have even owned it. Used to be go-karts here to my right. Remember the go-karts?
Yep.
That's sad they're gone.
I love go-karts.
Me do too. I could drive a go-kart.
Yeah, I love them.
I was on a go-kart track once in Indiana. They were on 65 miles an hour. And very little regulation.
Here we are.
Anyhow, Motors Outlet's here, but just south of that is McCarran's Pub and Grill.
Yep.
179.
So I had a great lunch here, but and like I said, Joe Keller invited me, and we had a great time here. So you wouldn't know it, but inside there, they got it really
Nice.
very nice. Isn't it?
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice people.
Nice. Well, I'm getting to that, but the inside is very nice. Nice. And the owners are George and Katrina. George and Katrina. Katrina was our waitress today. Just very, very professional, very great, nice. And her mom, Monica, used to be a waitress at Massini's. If you've ever been down to Massini's, remember Monica? That's her mom.
Copy 2319.
So George and Katrina Sonnen are the are the owners here, but great people, really nice atmosphere in here, great food. I had the chicken sandwich. Kyle had the buffalo chicken salad. But here's my point. I'm thinking, in addition to the Saturday that we've been thinking of doing, we'll have a gathering of backseaters here that to drop off toys here.
221 on a request to cancel. I'll show
You
you
know, in
clear.
that large room they have a
Yep.
really nice large room.
See, we're here when they're building this.
Yeah. We're gonna. So if you know George or Katrina, call them and tell them
276.
we're promoting their location because they're the nice people that they are. And we're gonna hold a backseater event here on the toy drop off. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
Don't you think? Some people might not be able to make it to Saturdays.
616.
Sometimes Saturdays is, you're in and out. But we could have a little food here. Some appetizers,
Yes.
some food.
They got good cheese curds.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
got good food.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I love this place. Mary Kay brought us here, and they treat you so well. I wish they were cow before.
And it's on Rice Street, just north of Roselawn.
Yeah.
Rice Street, north of Roselawn is where we're at. And even before that, I'm thinking maybe like on a Thursday. Fridays they're probably busy, but we'll see if Friday works before we go live on patrol. What do you
Yeah.
think? On the 8th. That way, if people come into town, they can hang here.
Hang here and then
Before
come in the morning.
Come in the morning too. But we're on Rice Street up there. It's technically Maplewood, just north of Roselawn by the St. Paul Water Utility.
Yeah, copy that. Call, thank you.
Let's stop in there. There's a lady there named Katie that works the
Katie,
pull,
yep.
works the pull tab.
tabs by the wheel.
Yeah, and she's a backseater.
And squad's announced 426 Pier Street.
So-
'Cause you can spin the wheel in there.
Currently in the
Okay, it's
bedroom.
Yeah,
wheel.
don't.
I didn't know about that.
Hey,
I don't know about that.
yeah.
Sorry, copy.
So
422.
anyhow, we're gonna do that. Stop in there even before we do something.
326 on the phone.
Tell the owner that you
Copy,
heard about
copy.
the spot on Live on Patrol. That'd be great.
306 and route to reason.
Yeah.
Which brings up another question. Okay, are you monitoring the feed?
No.
Okay.
306 for the other officers that are on this call. They just want to take a walk through that 4th and Earl.
168.
See if they see anything or talk to somebody in the area who maybe heard.
Do we have any PNC history at this phone number?
That'd be great.
Deputies for officers left on scene. It looks
I
like we have
want to know. I want to start a little
couple of
contest.
previous
Okay.
suspicious
Okay.
calls similar to this call.
Check the area.
Because this is important.
Thank you.
Okay.
What is the best Christmas movie?
262.
Oh,
Right? What's the best Christmas movie? I mean,
Checking your status.
Here's the thing about these Christmas movies. I watch them all. I don't watch a Christmas Story anymore with the lamp with the leg on it.
right. Well, I watched that one.
Yeah, I do watch It's a Wonderful Life, but
In one of the Eastern District calls,
But-
or squads on that call.
I watched Home Alone 2 the other day.
The Grinch,
Grinch is-
Die Hard,
Die Hard.
Home Alone, Christmas Vacation.
What's your best? Keep reading them. Keep
They
reading.
coming. They coming.
Copy.
Christmas Vacation. Oh, National Lampoon. I did watch
Yes,
a part of
that's
that.
a good one.
I did watch that. Although Wally World National Lampoon is probably just as good. We're going to Wally World.
No one said Wally World yet.
No, but that wasn't a Christmas one. There's National Lampoon Christmas.
Santa Claus, Wonderful Life, Christmas Chronicles. What was the one in downtown?
You know what? I watched the Chronicles with
306 for the other officers that are on this call. They just want to
Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
That was an amazing show. That was absolutely amazing. If you haven't seen it, it had a terrible title, Christmas Chronicles.
National Lampoon, Bad Santa, Wonderful Life.
Kurt Russell did an amazing job playing that part of Santa. I just watched that. I'm watching them all in the backseaters because that's the spirit of Christmas.
Yeah.
Being able to laugh.
Copy that. 2324.
So what else you got?
Well, everyone's now they come Charlie Brown Christmas. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's right.
4 Christmases, the number 4.
But do you think Lucy still picks the ball up when he tries to kick it? Because that really is hurtful. You know? She's always playing a joke on Charlie Brown, and it feels like a little hurtful bullying.
The whole Home Alone series, The Preacher's Wife.
Caller was requesting to have her ex-boyfriend removed.
Tim Allen, Santa Claus.
That's a good one.
Christmas with the Cranks.
Watch that. But the Cranks decided they're going to not celebrate at Christmas.
Right.
So they don't sell cards, etc. And then all of a sudden their daughter's coming home. So they have to prepare to actually change everything and celebrate.
Jingle all the way.
Love it, love it.
Polar Express.
Polar Express, Tom Hanks.
Holiday Inn with Bing Crosby.
Oh yeah, that's
For elderly white male that lives in the
White
basement,
Christmas.
like an elderly black male, they both live in the basement.
A
And
Christmas
at that time,
Carol.
no one else lived in the
That's
building.
good.
Wow, Jingle all the way.
Thank you, Roy. Copy. Thank you very much.
Keep coming with those titles. Anything that hasn't been mentioned that you think's deserving of honorable mention, throw it out there.
Yeah,
How about the 4 Christmases?
yeah. Somebody said that. I remember I said 4, the number 4.
Okay.
168, you can take this.
Now I gotta go and try and look at some of these. I've seen the 4 Christmases. The Christmas shoes.
Oh, yeah, Rob Lowe, Christmas shoes.
Somebody said they love Bing Crosby.
Yeah.
The Night Before Christmas, the 1993 edition.
How about Frosty
Rudolph.
the Snowman? Rudolph, yes.
117, I come feature 597 Blair Avenue in the lower unit. For disorderly conduct, caller was requesting to have her ex-boyfriend removed.
We got 6 squad cars tied up here,
Male
so you
did
gotta
take
take a
off. He
look.
left on foot and took the
I
caller's
think I
wallet with
recognize the
him.
driver.
Subject name is DeAndre, black male, 29 years old, thin build, wearing black pants.
Oh, you're on it.
23.
I just went to. Is that the right one?
Yeah, you did great. You did amazing things.
Wow, how did I get there?
Traffic stop.
7th Street, please. I'll be code 4.
You did amazing. Now, there's not much information as to why all these,
There's a lot of them there.
unless there's a cops alert going on.
Copy, Wabasha on 7th Street, 2327.
Could be a lack of other calls.
682-424's got one in custody. We're code for under.
Okay. Whoa.
Copy, code 4, one in custody.
So I gotta go watch Christmas Shoes because I don't know what that one is.
Well, you know the little boy that's in line to buy the shoes for his mama because she's going to meet Jesus?
No, I missed that.
Okay, well, there's a song.
That.
Watch the song first. Now, you backseaters, you finding out how much I'm into Christmas. But there's a song about, the little boy's at the cash register asking if he could buy the shoes for his mama because he wants her to look good to meet Jesus tonight.
124.
Doesn't that make you sad or what?
Yeah.
And so the guy behind it, Rob, which in the movie is Rob Lowe, pitches in the money.
Copy at 460 Pierce.
So you just told me the movie there?
Yeah, you don't watch it because it makes you curious.
Look, somebody just texted me. You look.
4492.
Copy, squad to assist 124.
4492.
So they must know me already.
Clothing at 223 Larpenter. It happened about a half an hour.
I mean, there's a ton of
It's a
Hallmark.
heartbreaking song. Thanks.
Yeah, it is. I can sing it in my head. I don't want to sing it out loud.
We've got
But
a
there's
welfare check 952 Wilson.
there's a ton of Hallmark movies that are good. You know what I mean?
Right.
Caller did advise that she would drive over to
All of those are good. They're not like classics.
Mother's name is
Except
gonna be
for
Ramona
Miracle on
Schaefer, has
34th
insurance
Street or
dementia.
something. Yeah.
Now this is a Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey, but also a Christmas Carol with George C. Scott.
Yeah,
I
well,
think I might have saw both of them.
well, George C. Scott's Christmas Carol was probably trouncing through Italy in World War II. Or was that General Pet?
Yeah, I think that's a different. Somebody, Steve said Bill Murray did one too.
Did he?
Yeah, so I'm not watching Christmas Shoes, right? Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah, that was Steve Martin and John Candy, I think, right?
Yeah. Scrooged. I kind of like Scrooged.
See, that's my problem. I've seen too many movies. You know I'm a movie nut. It's how I relax.
Well, yeah.
But I've seen too many. But I'm glad that I can relax and watch a movie. We have some employees in the sheriff's office that say they're go. They can never relax, and it's a younger generation thing.
Well,
Well, what about me?
Well, you can relax.
316 with
Teach your
323.
children
We've got
to
a
be able to
welfare check
relax and get off the
952
phone for
Wilson.
2 hours so they can actually sit and watch a movie.
The caller's
and
not on
not be
scene.
distracted.
Would like welfare
By
check
the way,
with
I saw
mother.
the Maple
Also
Grove
not
School
answering her phone
District
call.
is
Caller
going
did
to
advise that
forbid
she will
phones
drive
in
over to
class.
kill her mother
Heard
or
that.
burn her house
That'll
down.
be interesting.
Mother's name is going to be Ramona Schaefer, has a history of dementia.
And
Try
all
to
the parents are
supervise
in
if they check
favor
on the
of
mother
it. They're
and
saying it's
continue.
better
They're
already
getting
since
an
they already
LLC.
did it. So, good
So
job.
I guess Hallmark has been having a lot of Christmas shows on.
Yeah, they have.
A
There's
few
a ton
people
of them.
put that on here.
They do a nice job of producing new stuff.
A
23.
Wonderful Life.
And it's always about... See, here's the Hallmark plot.
Copy.
Alright.
23, you can be clear.
Girl comes home to her hometown either because a job change,
2231.
broke up with her boyfriend, or some reason she's getting a new job, etc., etc. While there, she runs into this new man who she's not sure is really good enough, but over time they strike up a relationship, and then they find out he has a girlfriend, etc., etc. 2/3 of the way through, there's conflict, but then it all resolves itself when he falls in love with her. How's that for the Hallmark?
That sounds like you, Mike, can write the next one.
I mean, I love those Hallmark movies, but you got the problem with the Hallmark movies. You got to go through the negative.
Funded back, 1228 Bradley, assist medics with a girl.
You got to go through the negative to get to the positive.
Mission 35 ES needs to do it.
So there's a Nancy Nash. Everybody read her comment. I rarely watch movies. I think it stems back to when you couldn't pause. I couldn't pay attention that long. That
You
might,
couldn't pause the movie.
the movie.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That might be what happened to me.
Before recorders.
Just go through
Right.
our old silver Volkswagen. 200.
Andre watches
She claims
movies
for vehicles
all day
that are
long.
both license plates. It has a movie.
He's a movie buff.
Just want to make sure.
Him and John Scheller sit there and compare notes.
2334.
Oh, I forgot to say one thing about the what do you call it? The toy drive. Y'all know the artist. He will be back. He will be doing art free
Caricatures or
character. Well, they look more like you. They really look like you.
okay.
Yeah, he'll be there. He's
Well, they say I look like a caricature.
well.
Caricature. They said.
to assist domestic at
Character.
200
Now I know what that
East
means.
31.
Yeah, so come ready. The kids love to see it. And it doesn't take them long to draw it. He did one of Bobby 2 years ago. Your Bobby.
Yeah.
That was a
I
nice.
still got it. Was that the one with Joe Killer?
Yep.
Still have that on my. Yep, right on my fireplace.
Yeah, that was a nice one.
Mission 35 ES means to do it.
We're on University Avenue westbound at Chatsworth.
I wonder what happened to mine, because I got one with Joe.
You know, Johnny Price, your sign is still up on the Johnny Baby building, right? Maybe you just better go back into the business now that COVID's over, right? Buy it back, and you and I help him run.
200.
So you know he's listening.
Yeah.
I know he is.
Well, it's got his name on the building. It's got to be worth reinvesting in.
Just want to make sure you copied the last domestic call.
Got to be worth reinvesting in. You know, I was glad Black Friday didn't turn out to be too crime laden. You know, we really did good
5187.
in terms of not having too many thefts from stores and stuff.
5187.
Yeah, that's good.
There's still people out stealing stuff, but it wasn't
Victoria
like
on Transcend 3 Charlie William 116.
I ventured out on that day. Kind of like watching people. We went out to Egan, the outlet. Oh my!
yeah.
people on top of people. It was cold.
Oh, you went to Egan.
People had no coats on.
200 Arch
And it was
Street,
cold.
apartment 312.
Okay.
So I asked the lady, I said, where's your coat? Oh, she said, oh, I get tired of taking it on and off, going in and out the stores. I would have never thought that was a reason not to have a coat on. It was cold. The best thing is when the backseater sees you out there and says hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Rev. And I just wave my hand.
Well, let's all do something special for some families in need. And I'm sure if you want to help Rev Hand's toys out, he'd be glad to have you come
Yes.
deliver them with the families too. That's really almost more special. Get your teenage kids that really are spoiled like all teenage kids to come down and help Rev hand out some toys to those less fortunate. And how many turkeys did you give away? 400?
450.
Up at New Hope or what?
No, well, we gave 100 away at New Hope.
Yep.
Then we got in, Clio that you used
Yep.
at the fair.
Yep.
He has a new pickup truck. So we loaded it and rode up, down.
Unbelievable.
And then we gave Mickey Frost 100.
Unbelievable.
And he stood out there and passed them all out.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was just... And then guess what? Somebody walked up to us yesterday and said, Rev, I didn't get a turkey for Thanksgiving. Almost cried.
Yeah.
I said, all those turkeys. She said, I saw it on Facebook, and I didn't feel like I should call you.
Yeah, we got a lot of McDonald's gift cards now. We should find a McDonald's that's willing to stay open on Christmas Eve.
Oh, and feed these people.
And feed everybody
Oh,
on Christmas Eve at a McDonald's.
that would be so nice.
You know, that one on Marion, that guy, the owner there, you know him, he's
Yeah.
a great guy. University in Snelling, one of the busiest intersections in the state of Minnesota.
What'd you say?
Oh yeah, I got it. You got a lane, I got a lane. You know, it's two lanes, you know?
They only got one eye.
Yeah, well, they don't always work. They don't always understand it. You turn into your own lane.
So, have you been to this restaurant that they redesigned?
Which one?
Right there.
No.
I don't understand.
Which one are you talking about? Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Can you the house up out? Basically. Copy.
I just get the way they redesigned the back.
What's it look like?
Oh, it'd be crowded up here.
What other Christmas shows haven't I heard you mention that are special?
Uh-oh. Don't go.
Special.
If you
What
would exit if you go before.
other Christmas shows are special? Oh, Die Hard.
Somebody said that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, somebody said that.
Bruce Willis Die Hard on Christmas.
228 Tango.
I heard he's got some mental health issues, huh? Or not mental health, but neurological issues.
We have a description for the male. Black male, 40 years old, average
affecting his speech.
weight is 5'11". Cops now advising there are no weapons. Male was last seen wearing a gray sweater.
Did you know that? About
Yeah.
Bruce Willis? Did you hear that?
Yeah, he don't look good. Last time we saw him.
He can only, there's only a few lines that he naturally comes by, and he walks around saying "Hasta la vista, motherfucker."
I'm already talking to the cops.
I was just making sure he said he was watching for you.
Oh, yippee-ki-yo! Yes, that's what he said. Yippee-ki-yo!
Yeah, that's what it
That's
is.
yippee-ki-yo. The other guy was Arnold Schwarzenegger, wasn't it? Hasta la vista.
One Royal Holiday, Christmas in Harmony. That's what's on Hallmark.
You know what we should do is we'll have to bring to that gathering. We'll have to bring a Christmas video to play on their TVs there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Yeah.
did you already talk to them today?
I talked to her. I said, it's a great place. I think we could do a little backseater gathering once in a while in here. Like we did one down at Tom Reed's.
Right.
You know, Mancini's, but we should spread around, and they got a nice big room there.
That's nice.
Little did I know that you always eat there. She said, sure. She said Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday are best because they got bingo on Mondays.
Right, they have bingo.
You didn't tell me that either.
You play bingo? Beverly, Bob plays bingo and he didn't tell you.
B-I-N-G-O. Hey, coverall, Ford Corner. Bingo's fun. You don't lose too much at bingo. You can go to a bingo and you're not going to lose that much.
I go to the one on Lexington, what's it called?
Do they use the stamps?
Yeah, they give you that thing, Dauber.
Stamps, okay.
Say Dauber.
Dauber?
Yeah, Dauber.
I think Dauber.
Copy with 184 to back.
So what is Holiday?
Go ahead.
459 Lexington. Correction. We'll do 1096 Grand Avenue on an audible alarm. Covers entry, exit, air alarm, which north.
That didn't make any sense. First it was 496 Lex, and then she said 1000 grand. You might want to look that one up here.
I'll be out with you in a second.
122. 122.
1096 grand.
Hey, Rev. I got a secret for you.
Copy 122 to 459 Lexington Parkway North at Lexington Park.
Hang on.
For an audible alarm.
That's two different calls, yeah.
Covers south stairwell door.
Here's my secret
There was
for
a
you.
text from the alarm company at alarm level 3. Call for service with confirmation.
There's only
There's a male
263
on-site,
days
black
until the
pants,
state
black
fair.
jacket, black hood, and mask. Currently walking around the lobby.
Is it actually unoccupied?
123.
The seat looks like it's leaned way back.
Hey, that's what's the name?
It's actually.
Yeah, it is, but it's unoccupied.
They found,
Oh, 459 Lexington.
they found a stolen over there.
Copy.
Oh, where?
Over on the east side. Probably on the east side.
Copy with 184 to back. 459 Lexington.
122 is
Correction, we'll do 1096 Grand Avenue.
The guy last night, right down here on Pascal, both in St. Paul and in Falcon Heights, was knocking on people's doors, exposing his penis.
104 copy.
Last night?
Last night, and eventually our squads caught him up here on Pascal, just to the left here. He started in St. Paul, kept walking north on Pascal, and they caught him up on Pascal north of Larpenteur. There's all kinds out there, right?
Yeah, the screen door should have hit him because it was cold last night. He'd have been stuck.
288. Copy 122 to 459 Lexington Parkway
I'm not sure what his proposal was at the door, but not too many people listened to it.
South stairwell door. There was a text from the alarm company.
We're up here on the border around Larpenteur and border between St. Paul on our right and Roseville, City of Roseville on our left.
Hood and mask, currently walking around the lobby.
152.
See that sign right there at the Larpenteur Estates?
Mm-hmm.
The advertisement said stunning apartments. Did you see that?
No idea.
Stunning apartments. That's their advertisement. Now, does the word stunning has mostly a positive connotation, right?
Mostly.
But you could also be stunned the other way, right?
Right.
Stunned the other way.
327 management cancel.
I gotta get back over to Keys Cafe here someday. Corner of Lex and Larpenteur. Have a little pie. Cajun breakfast.
Grits.
Central Squad for
Ritz?
midnight EOT.
Yes.
264 Tango.
I normally go to one on Raymond.
264 Tango, we're clear for EOT.
So, is it your anniversary yet?
278.
That would be the first. Oh, you have
15
15 minutes.
You can be the first to what?
So, to
You call your
congratulate you.
288.
288.
Edward Union Boy.
Any other central spots for midnight DOT?
276, then I can have.
Copy. Have a good night. 2344.
Alright, we only have one, so sorry.
188.
Rev's getting good at looking at that CAD, figuring out what calls are in there.
188.
This is her, right?
152.
Yeah.
Any other spots for midnight DOT?
Star 15 Tango. Floating DOT.
You know, Christmas lights are starting to go up. We gotta.
Oh, wow.
We
Yeah.
gotta
Your place starts.
over there on York.
Yep, I saw it on Facebook.
When did it start?
It starts,
Yeah.
not yet. I can't remember what date it said.
Oh man, that's emotional for me.
I know I was with you once.
Yeah.
8186,
But it-
8195.
What else can we do for the holidays to cheer people up, Rev?
96.
What do you think?
1380 7th Street Northwest, Unit 23 for a juvenile incident. Caller 17-year-old son.
We should
right
probably-
away, 10 minutes of
we should cut an album.
Who, me and you?
Well, a cat team singing Christmas carols.
Like the old Chicago Bears.
Exactly. Exactly.
That would be just hilarious.
Oh, why do you say that?
Huh?
Why do you say it'd be fun?
Because Jelly, I know you're awake because you just texted me.
Yeah.
Could you see Jelly Joe singing?
Yeah, I could. I could. You know, I was in the choir. I told
You know who can sing though?
What?
Andre.
Yeah.
Andre has a great voice. He don't know no words, no songs.
Karaoke.
Right.
Is it karaoke or karaoke?
Key.
Karaoke. Karaoke is when in football when I was running sideways, going left, right, left.
Right, crossing your legs.
Crossing your legs, that karaoke.
Who named that though?
I don't know, but I think it was before karaoke came around. But no, I can sing.
Again.
My range has shrunk a little bit.
Well,
From
I
2
can-
octaves down to probably an octave and a note or two.
Copy. 2346.
Yeah, I was on a Carl Lipke 4-star choir in high school. Now there was a choir director. I gotta say, one of my favorite teachers of all time. Carl Lipke, North St. Paul High School. You can look him up. He was an amazing choir instructor. He lives, I think he still lives out in Roseville out here, off of Lexington and Transit. And not only was he a great choir instructor, just a great person, he took us on a trip to Europe.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the whole choir, I think I mentioned it once before here. The whole choir went to a trip to Europe and sang in several churches throughout Europe and Eastern Europe. That was before the wall fell. 1972. If you're listening, Mr. Lipke, or if somebody knows him, please tell him I said thank you for great high school experience. But I was a baritone.
Yeah, we can hear that, huh, people?
Baritone. Ave Maria, that was one of our favorite. Ave Maria, yeah. Ave.
122.
What'd you do?
Can you figure out if they're still seeing this guy or if they have an updated location on him?
Copy.
Actually, we were over in Europe, not for Christmas, but for Easter. Very emotional Easter communion over there.
No.
I think all the criminals are listening to Live on Patrol because they're obviously
It slowed down.
it's slowed down. There's less cars.
213.
Briar for 911. It's an open line within 6 meters. There's 2 people talking in the background about someone being beat up, possibly hit by a chair.
Find that address, will you? On Greenbrier?
150 Smith within 28 meters. 2350.
2350.
It should be a 3 call. It should be cars with 3s that are taking it. It's on Greenbrier. Now, did you find it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you found it? What's the address is what I'm looking for?
You looking for the address?
Yeah.
Let me go back.
Information is class for a cop salute issued by Ramsey Sheriff. Attempt to locate a party
7th Street.
involved with an armed robbery.
it's
Driver
Greenbrier,
of
buddy.
Kilo Yankee Whiskey
Yeah, this is it.
999, which is a Mercury Mariner SUV golden
what's the
color.
address?
Stop and ID.
I see it.
Occupants have to
Well,
receive the information
We gotta go back.
Pistol and your firearm was not recovered. 2 suspects with black.
Here it is here. 617
Open door on the rooftop patio here.
122.
122.
Copy. Open doors.
Can you figure out if they're still seeing this guy or if they have an updated location on him?
Right there, you're yellow.
Information for officers. Weapons involved robbery out of Ramsey County with vehicle description gold
Remember this.
2005 Mercury Mariner. License plate Kilo Yankee Whiskey 999.
Can you do a welfare check, please?
Information 2351.
A Mariner, Kilo Wing.
999.
Well, that'll be
369. It looks like it's been updated to do a domestic. It's a male down the phone. Red house assaulted the caller. Still on scene.
well, let's go over there and help out. So, it's Greenbrier though, huh?
Yeah. 617 Green.
Can I get a West Watch break for 840 Raymond Avenue on the Citizen?
That's gonna be
Older male in
pretty
a
far
wheelchair
south for
asked
us.
Caller to call 911. But the issue is
Your laptop's for a
on callback.
Greenbrier crosses
down on Raymond, just passing Hampton.
Maryland. What do we got going here?
Medics will be en route. So confirming for what?
5, I'm being around.
Starting to pick up.
Washington.
123.
2352.
123.
I'll let you know.
We got an open door on the rooftop patio here.
2352. Copy. Open door at the rooftop patio door.
171.
Does not have
171. Copy, not
We called this call to civil. Talent had it clarifies.
Your incident.
Send us 171.
Call description gold 2005
I'm sorry. Send us
Mercury
So today over in Minneapolis,
Mariner. License plate Kilo Yankee Whiskey
some of the kids,
999.
another group of auto thieves from our side of town,
Information 2351.
were driving around trying to steal other cars and stuff. One of the things they've started doing, Ralph, is if they find a construction van or
a lot of company is attempting to get
they know a lot of these guys leave their personal belongings in here while they're working. They steal from the truck. All right, that's number one. Number two, now they've been actually stealing the trucks. Because a lot of people leave the keys in the trucks so they can move it if they have to.
An older male in a wheelchair.
So today they're over there in
call
Minneapolis,
911,
South Minneapolis, and
but what the issue is.
they jumped out of their
On
Audi.
callback, subject was going
and
northbound on
one
Raymond.
kid tried to
just
steal a
passing
truck.
Hampton.
Well, guess what?
Medics will be en route.
the fire board. It sounds like
People started.
police might just be needed. It needs to be
They
secured.
started chasing him, and they
In the
crashed the
future.
truck into another car before they got out of there.
My goodness.
Now this is a kid that we've arrested several times. He lives over here on the east side, off of 7th and Arcade. And
171. Frank.
and we know
We called this call to civil. Talent had it clarifies.
Your incident.
Send us 171.
I'm kind of on the phone. Is anyone else close?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, which
Send us
direction?
150.
Copy. Westbound, haha, just before Frank.
is he still slow to stop, or you're with him?
216. This call is 215.
Probably 2 minutes.
Copy. Thank you.
2353.
So, anyhow, this is the problem with the story. Okay, so the construction workers grabbed this kid and hold on to him.
That's
all good, right?
Like
Yeah.
The police come. I mean, the guy stole the truck. All right,
in the wheelchair.
he didn't get very far, but he stole the truck. Plus, he's got a lengthy record. Just arrested him 3 weeks ago.
Copy.
So, in Hennepin County, you see the problem on television is they still don't always hold kids.
Yeah.
So they take him to this youth link It's like a youth
Yeah, I know
center.
what youth link is.
But it's not know if it's Link, but it. And then someone there gives him a ride home.
They want the building clear, we will need the door unlocked.
Right? I mean, come on. If he's driving the car, I get that if he's a
On the line
passenger.
right now, it sounds like the mail. The last
How's it look,
view of
right,
it, the
Ralph?
mail was in office number 3.
Clear right.
It was
Sure?
also
Yep.
confirmed in office 1 and 2.
I do not
And they
know why those
can
lights
unlock
are
the door.
doing that.
Copy, and if we could get a squad or two just help us clear this building, it is rather large.
So one of our squads has a guy stopped up here that was slow to stop.
You can clear this advised.
And it's a little ways away, another 3 or 4 long blocks.
Copy 123. 184. Can you head to 122?
I don't see her, but she did say Minnehaha Frank, right?
Yeah.
We're out.
So we're not far from that. Stand by for
And 122.
impact.
16, go ahead, cancel 365.
Copy. Here's everybody. Give me clear. They updated stating the employee door is
5181 clear, PG.
Stand by.
Copy, we're still holding
Copy,
that
copy.
building for more. Thank you. Appreciate it. So the left.
2357. One, two, two.
122.
Do you need the door unlocked?
She is having a nice conversation with these 2 occupants of the car.
They want the
Ashley
building clear, we
does a
will need
right
the door
nice
unlocked.
job of
Copy.
hooking up and talking to people.
TVM's them on the line right now. It sounds like the mail, the last view of it, the mail was in office number 3. He was also confirmed in office 1 and 2. And they can unlock the door.
I was trying to
Copy,
back people
and
up
if we
there,
could
I'm sure
get
it
a
was good.
squad or two just help us clear this building, it is rather large.
Copy, squad 2-6.
3. You can clear this advised.
Copy, 123. 184, can you head to 122?
179.
Have a good night.
We're out.
22.
And
You
122.
know, maybe we should put green lights. You can program these lights any color. Maybe for Christmas,
They
all
updated
sheriff's
stating
cars
the
should be
employee
green
door
and
is
red.
unlocked.
Somebody's in this building, could you,
262.
if there's available canine again?
We're still holding outside the building until we get more answers here.
We're still on for a lot of 1300 University on the target.
167.
Kilo Sierra Alpha 884.
616 en route.
You can log off 5908.
Copy of 1300 University at target 2359.
Copy 2259.
Go ahead, bus.
2259.
Everything good?
Yeah, I should be good here.
Thank
Thank you.
you. I'm just here to wave the bus ahead. Speaking of waving the bus ahead,
We have been trying southbound Thomas, going 95 eastbound, 94.
say that again. I missed it.
Southbound car, eastbound 94, coming through the Commons right now.
You are, or someone else is trying to?
179 on the OT. And it was first speed.
2268.
Okay.
123.
I'm with Ashley right now. Let me know.
Just advise, we've got a call pending for 1096 Grand Avenue.
Copy that.
Just let you know, you're just out
Yeah,
here.
confirmed. Somebody's on this building. Could you see if there's available canine again this time?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta get that.
616. Copy of 1300 University at target
You know what I
2359.
was gonna tell you when I said I was waving the bus ahead. My wife is a little younger than me, so she doesn't even believe this. But when I was growing up in Maplewood,
Mm-hmm.
we would ride the bus to school. Okay,
122.
but every time the bus was crossing a railroad track,
northern door is unlocked. So that's where we'll be
The
sitting.
driver had to check to make sure there was no train coming. Because back in those days, there wasn't.
I'm good here.
Thank you.
1 minute.
There wasn't crossing arms at many tracks back then. Just the big main ones.
223, I copy.
And so-
34th Street. Exchange Street South for
The older kids, our elementary school went through 6th grade instead of 5th.
Right.
The older kids, the 5th and 6th graders, would get to do what's called run the tracks. And actually watch the comments here to see if anybody remembers this. Because what we would do is we'd ride in the front seat, just opposite the driver there. And every time we came up with a track, we would run across, we would get out of the bus,
Copy. Thank
run
you.
across the track, look both ways to see if there was a train coming, and then wave the bus ahead that there's no train coming. This is a true story. This was every single day on every single track.
Wow.
The children in Maplewood were running the tracks, and I think in the 60s that was pretty common. But can you imagine doing that today?
No.
The bus driver letting a kid out to run across the tracks? Get hit by a car or something. But come on, backseaters. Some of you have to remember running the tracks when you were little.
I'm trying. Nobody's responding.
And here's the other thing is, to be honest with you, we thought it was cool because only the older kids, the bus driver would only call on the older kids. Now we're talking 6th grade now, 5th and 6th grade, 10 and 11-year-olds, to actually do the running of the tracks. But that English tracks there, there's a lot of tracks up in Maplewood.
We've got an update. The alarm comes 1 minute.
Nobody else ran the tracks?
They possibly saw the mail run out of the exit
Nope, I got
at
it.
23:43 hours. There's still
I thought something was happening.
footage.
Huh? Running the tracks. Make sure the bus can get across without getting hit by a train. But, I mean, obviously you could peek down there so you didn't get hit by a train yourself.
Right.
Once in a while, rarely there was a train coming, but all you had to do was feel the track and you could tell it was coming because of the vibration.
Yes, ran the tracks when they had guards.
Who was that? What's his name?
Sharon ASP.
Sharon ASP. Well, thank you, Sharon, for remembering. Running the tracks.
Copy. 2 minutes.
See, Susan was like me. We'd sit in the back of the bus so our heads would hit the roof.
Speaking of Sharon who ran the bus, my first girlfriend in 2nd grade was Sharon.
Uh-oh.
Yep, 2nd grade. You really shouldn't have a girlfriend in 2nd grade. If her or her sister are listening, you can comment on there.
Copy.
Gladstone Elementary. Which, by the way,
Checking your status.
funny that you mentioned that. Gladstone Elementary, 2nd grade.
We've got an update. The alarm company advised that they possibly saw the mail run out of the exit at 23:43 hours. They're still attempting to review footage.
3rd grade in 1962.
Transporting one adult male.
Code for it, 4 minutes.
That is when John F. Kennedy was killed.
4 minutes? 3 minutes.
So how many is that years now? Or 63, right? 63. 3rd grade, 1963. John F. Kennedy was killed. And Sharon was in my 3rd grade class too. But
You know what?
What?
That's tomorrow.
No,
it was last week.
Last week. November 3rd. But yeah, Mrs. Witt, the principal at Gladstone Elementary, came on the speaker and said President Kennedy has been shot and killed. 3rd grade, Gladstone Elementary. Yep, that was a day. Like, what the heck?
See, I'm real young. I was born a month, August.
Yeah, well, I know. It's, lucky for you. Rub it in.
But my brother he's 5 years older. My sister's 10 years older. They always tell me about that.
Yeah.
President
President Kennedy has been shot and killed.
Somebody says it was a Friday.
caller states their front door was open. Someone was on the porch and believes that
My third
someone
grade
is on the
teacher,
side of the
Mrs.
porch
Nelson,
now.
was in the classroom. And
Probably did get up and lock the door, but
Mrs.
believes
Witt?
that someone might still be out there.
Transporting one adult male
No, it's
to the LSC.
117 copies.
Okay, let's see 4 minutes.
they're still arguing about how it actually happened. That's, I don't know if you watched the documentaries last.
No.
There's still some unclassified documents 6 years later.
We have a call from the homeowner as well, stating that
There's
there's
still
an
people
ongoing
that
issue
claim
with
there
water
was a
that
shooter on the grassy knoll on the right side of the car that heard the shots. Several people ran to check it out. There's a lot of people that believe there was another shooter.
306 on 10.
Who knows?
Okay, left one.
That Jack Ruby
1215. Do you know
assassinated him so they didn't expose the plot.
individual?
Let me verify.
So, did you see the latest controversy about Taylor Swift's boyfriend? Huh? So, you're only going to get this kind of news on TMZ. So, TMZ caught Travis Kelce wearing a shirt
1261
of a strip club in Las Vegas.
Caller states their front door was open. Someone was on a porch and believes that someone is
You
on
shouldn't
the
be
side
going
of
to
the
strip
porch
clubs,
now.
right? If you have a serious relationship. Well, ever at all. But I mean, for sure, he shouldn't be doing that.
Said at Gibbs and Brewster.
117 copies.
In case you didn't watch
Could you
TMZ.
tell me the location again? Sorry.
Where do you guys have a door open over
Oh,
there?
some people say, well, it's just a shirt, right?
Confirm we got
They don't
the
give them their.
go on the back
You
side
should
here
be
where we
wearing
are.
that
We
shirt,
have
though,
a call
right?
from the
Right.
homeowner as well, stating that there's an
Because
ongoing issue
Taylor
with
Swift
water
is Miss
at the-
Wholesome,
Well,
and we all got her back, right?
53 copies. And 223, can you change the address to
And I
230A?
know every 16-year-old girl in America has her back. So
306 on
Right.
10.
185.
25.
2 minutes. It was corrected. They are currently with the mail at Gibbs Avenue and Brewster Street.
see, the mainstream media doesn't know how to handle news like that.
Receive. Could you have that nurse to the call, please?
I hope he explains that on his podcast.
They'll be listening.
What do you think? I think Philadelphia's going to make it to the Super Bowl, right?
Well, they got a couple tough games.
Yeah, they do.
25.
I'm a little more worried about the Chiefs making it now.
Yeah.
They've been struggling a little bit.
Medics
Looks
are
like
currently with him.
Looks like Buffalo is
Said at
out.
Gibbs and
The
Brewster.
Ravens,
Yeah.
Baltimore, they look.
Location again. Sorry.
Let me just double check it 1 moment.
Thank you.
I haven't heard of Maplewood call in ages.
Alright, we'll go over that. Copy that.
And 223, can you change the address to 230A?
Wednesday, November.
It's
25.
Thursday.
Oh, it's Thursday. Happy anniversary, Bev.
It was corrected. They are currently with
Happy
the mail at
anniversary.
Gibbs
Happy
Avenue and
anniversary.
Brewster Street.
Happy
Six medics were able to
anniversary.
assist
Happy
the
anniversary. Is she even watching?
Beverly is sleeping.
Copy.
Okay.
Copy. Trailer.
But you were late. There's a whole bunch of happy anniversaries
Okay.
that started at 12 o'clock.
Well, you should have warned. 12:09. It's like the weather on the nines.
Weather on the nine.
Weather on the nines.
616, can we get 122-04?
12284.
8 minutes. 111 takes.
Oh, last night. Oh, I got to tell you this story. Last night there was a chase. This was a really good one.
On a commercial alarm at the
In
Lexington.
fact, as long as we're in this area, I'm going to do a U-turn and show you right where it ended.
Copy.
Ramsey County Sheriff's deputies brought this one to a halt.
KY 50.
Copy.
So, State Patrol Northbound 35. Down at Cayuga.
Okay.
Sees a car speeding, attempts to stop it, it flees. Now there's a moral to this story here. I want you to remember the moral to this story, because this is important to remember. We've been doing this now for 3 years. That's a CAT team.
185.
Maybe 2.5. I'm not sure. But there's a moral to the story. And I'll tell you what that is.
Six medics were able to assist.
So State Patrol pursues the car. Well, it goes eastbound on 36 from 35.
Okay.
Ramsey County Sheriff's deputies jump in. Deputy Radine, Deputy Winkle, Deputy Rongich. All right. Radine has a canine.
2771, checking your status.
All right, so Rongich is one of our canine trainers. And Deputy Winkle and Radine are some of our best pit cars, you know, for pit cars.
Right.
So the car is on Highway 36. And at some point, you know where the holiday station is by English here? It maneuvers a little bit, but basically it gets on English.
2771.
Got it.
You know, I should be careful. Which way it hit.
Copy, 10 minutes.
But it's going to try to navigate the roundabout at English and Frost.
Okay.
Right? English and Frost. And now that I think about it, it might have... Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to take you there. So we're on English here. English and Colt.
Copy code 4 for 2771 at 12 minutes.
We're going to go down to where the car failed to navigate the roundabout.
122.
122.
Do you happen to copy the update that the alarm company put in about the previous video?
73 and 223, have you guys? One inside yet.
Negative. Can you hear it for me?
I can enter down.
Of course.
So by the way, this is where my bus would come, as long as we're here. The irony of this is this would be the first tracks we would run around.
And then at 23.
Because I lived right down on Atlantic Street.
There's no exterior cameras, so they don't
See
have
Burke here?
They do have.
Just take Burke down there to Atlantic, and that's where I grew up. But we'd wait for the bus right there at Burke in the morning, but then we'd go to Gladstone or John Glenn eventually. I actually went to John Glenn in 4th grade too. It's a long story, but they didn't have room for us. But you see the tracks here, right up ahead, where it says, oh, you know what, it's not tracks anymore. You know why? It's a path. Right here were the tracks, railroad tracks, and so we would get out here and run the tracks. And then after we'd run the tracks, and then the bus would go. We had to go far enough that the bus wasn't sitting on the tracks.
Right.
And they'd pick you up.
Anyhow,
car traveling at 80 plus miles an hour fails to navigate this and takes out goes right through the roundabout
the alarm company put in of the previous video.
and takes out a fire hydrant. I gotta find the fire hydrant.
Negative. Can you hear it for
I
me?
didn't actually make it over here. Where the
On arrival,
213.
when the mail first went in, there was a white SUV that pulled into a lot just prior to the mail went in. And then at 2340, they
See a fire
see the
hydrant?
suspect
Well, it's
left
gone
out of the
now,
south
anyway.
side of the building. There's no exterior cameras, so they don't have a direction of travel.
Right there.
They
Oh,
do
there's a
have
fire hydrant? Yeah.
photos that
So
they can text
it
or
takes
email.
out that fire hydrant right there. Water over everywhere. It's water,
Copy.
water,
Can you
water.
put their contact information in the
Then
call?
the suspects flee down here,
Disregard, since they probably have us on the phone from right now.
down past George's.
Copy, 13
No,
minutes.
they didn't spot him right away.
317, copy, you're not 1100 Hawthorne, so suspicious. Probably saw a male walking back and forth, and saw a light going in a blue Kia.
So here's
The
George's,
vehicle is still on scene,
right?
unknown if
Body
the
shop.
male is. And would like it checked out.
And thankfully, someone saw him. But the canine was tracking him anyhow.
Copy,
All
39
right?
Avenue and Silicon Street. for
Congratulations to the
crisis.
canine for some
Female
great
seems to be in
tracking.
distress, sitting in the middle of the road.
And,
You're looking for a white female, 20s,
they were able to
54 to
catch
55,
him down
wearing
here,
a long green coat with
hiding
fur on it.
inside a building there at
Last seen
1201.
southbound Syndicate.
1201 Frost. This is Al's Auto Service here.
You're welcome.
Pretty sure that.
15 minutes.
Ooh.
You never know what's going to happen when you're
213.
So anyhow, some great work by the Ramsey County Canines.
We're both on scene.
Track these guys down and
Copy, 14 minutes.
but here's the moral of the story. A lot of people say, why are you chasing them? You don't know if it's stolen, etc., etc.
Copy,
Right?
14 minutes.
Okay. Guns in the car. Okay. Several guns in the car, ammunition, etc.
Wow.
We're going to do a walk through the building.
The driver?
No, we do not need to be here.
Same kid that was driving that killed the Hmong person over on Forest. Did a year in juvie.
Yep.
Back out now. There's the moral of the story is people that drive like that generally have a reason they don't want to get caught. Warrants, stolen car, guns, or previous history.
Yeah.
And in this particular case, same kid that killed the Hmong woman over there on Forest is now back out driving like a maniac there.
317, did you copy?
There you have it.
323, did you copy? I'm sorry. You're welcome.
So a lot of times people say, oh, we don't need to chase them. Well, I guarantee you in majority of cases they are running because they have a serious criminal history.
Yeah.
And if you let them run and let them get away, they're going to continue to reoffend.
There's one to assist 228 Tango.
Interesting, don't you think? I mean, the fact that...
I'm glad you chased.
Yeah. There was no roundabout there when I was driving my 64 Chevy. 2 gas stations. 19.9.
267, I copy you. Took the disturbance call at 55 highest and 82 minutes.
Henry Tom Edward 298.
Well, it's got to get busy here pretty quick, right, Rev?
It's going to.
Everybody's out looking hard.
415, 23, I'll be checking the front.
Yeah, little Bob always said nothing happens till 12:15 dead. Well, there we go.
Copy, checking front, 17 minutes.
12:15. Hey, I'd say a funny story about this kid we arrested
Tom,
yesterday.
200 Arch Street East just called back and wants officers to return so she can get her belongings.
He was wanted in Minnetonka, and I mentioned there were some Minnetonka officers there with us, right?
Right.
So Pat, who was there, Pat had the only car with a cage in it. So Pat offered to shuttle him to Minnetonka. All right?
Did he have gas?
Yeah, he had gas. He shuttled him all the way to Minnetonka. But in the course of that drive, the kid said the kid was bragging about dodging Pat's stop sticks last year when he threw him out on University in Arundel. Do you remember that when that guy was on University?
Right.
He threw him out. It was the same kid that dodged the stop sticks who knew Pat. He said, yeah, I dodged your stop sticks on University in Arundel.
Wow.
Is that funny or what? I mean, that is funny.
That's funny. I bet Pat got a good laugh.
Oh, yeah, he got a good laugh out of
Yeah, but these kids, oh man, they can't wait to tell me that they beat you or they beat Pat.
it. Yeah.
I say, well, the difference is...
They don't beat us 100% of the time, though. That's the thing. We only need to be catch them once every 3 or 4.
I say, they've lived their life. You need to go sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
Get a book.
I had a long talk with one of them that we arrested, about his life. Apparently, he expressed an interest in playing basketball in high school. You just gotta figure out. You got to connect with a kid. Most of these kids don't have male role models, of course.
Right.
That's the biggest missing factor. Well, and not just a role model, but a good role
headed
model.
1078 Lombard Avenue on a
Right.
disorderly conduct.
My
In the
biggest
back
fear is some of these
the
14,
caller's
15-year-olds
yard,
are the
there's an
role
unsheltered
models
male
for their 10-year-old
requesting
brothers.
area check behind the red barn
Yeah,
in the
we're
wooded
seeing
area.
that in the building. Oh my goodness.
All of Tango copies. Waiting for the help.
Thank you, miss.
Well, we again apologize for if you're still listening from earlier. We were so busy this week. Mike was out of town on Monday, and we just could not get live without jeopardizing our investigations. But we're going to try to make it up to you in the next couple days. Don't hesitate to go back and watch the old ones. They're kind of fun to watch the old ones. The real old ones are on my personal page, but I think they might be shared on the Live on Patrol page. But July 24th, 2020. We're almost to 24. We're almost to 24.
Copy your route 705 Bedford. For the fowl that are loose in the area, charging at a collar in our son.
Oh, there we go.
A what?
Well, you should look it up. You got the thing here. 705 Bedford. We're going to go down there. It's right down here. Just down here near Bedford and Minnehaha. Othel. Oh, it's... Yeah. Watch this. Very complicated. Just so you can do it with one touch.
Code 4.
Who's that street?
705 Bedford.
Copy, code 4, 24 minutes.
111 Tango spot on scene.
Sometimes it takes a minute to
21 minutes.
update if it hasn't been on for a while.
223.
223.
Clear advise 267, 273.
Copy, 23 minutes.
What's the call?
Rooster and hen loose in the area. Charging at complainant and her son at the entrance, in the back entrance.
That's the call, 705 Bedford?
Yes.
No
For
way.
the fowl that are loose in the
Rooster
area,
and hen? Is that right by the
collar
church?
in our son. 22 minutes.
Or not?
No. Bedford, it ain't far from the church.
I thought it was right by the church. What are you guys on? Bradley?
Bradley.
Oh, the next block over, though, is Bedford.
Yep.
And then it's on the west side, so... Well, we're looking for a rooster and a hen that's charging and complaining?
705. Yep.
Well, we don't get calls like this very often, folks. In fact, I haven't had a rooster and a hen call.
So who getting out? Me and you. You do know that they will peck you too.
Well, let's flip for it. Heads, I win. Tails, you lose.
Right.
Code 4.
They got to know that trick too.
Copy,
And
code
they're
4,
in the
22
back.
minutes.
The back of 7. Well, whose rooster and hen is it? Huh? You got any idea?
No.
223.
Well, this is important enough. You might have to take the phone out of there. Get your flashlight?
Copy, 23 minutes.
Yeah, which house is 705? Close your eyes a minute. 709. Oh, there's...
705.
Are you sure that's the call?
That's the call.
Are you just making this up?
But they said the back door.
Well, yeah, no, but
Apartment number 2.
But can we drive around the back or not?
Yeah.
Is there an alley?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
228
We're gonna drive around the block one time anyhow. But
RAMSEY, can you have our caller come down to let us know?
I don't think.
Copy, 25 minutes.
I don't think.
A rooster and a hen.
Well, there's another sheep back here.
This is
Bradley.
Bradley.
Yeah, so they guys are back of their house. Comes out here, you think?
171.
171.
I think we gotta go.
Code suspicious. Clear G-way.
Your incident has been
23.
Oh, there we go.
111.
Did you call?
Copy,
Oh.
24 minutes.
We got a call on a loose rooster.
69 case on.
228 Tango. It looks like the caller has a 911 only call.
9, your case number is 219-119.
Is there a loose rooster? Yeah.
One more time, please.
219-119.
You got the rooster?
223, I copy. You took the alarm call at 2677.
Hey people, there is really a rooster and a hen.
26 minutes.
And Bob's gonna go catch it.
Tango.
228 Tango.
Squad's on scene. Can you have a caller come down and let us in?
Copy, 25 minutes.
Bob is looking for a rooster and a hen. And he's talking to it. He's saying hello to it. He found the rooster and the hen, people. He found it.
69 case on.
369, your case number is 219-119.
One more time, please.
219-119.
I'm not going to help you, Bob. I'm not carrying a rooster or a hen.
773 West. 26 minutes.
273 investigate.
273.
Lilydale with Hotel X-Ray Golf 832.
Huh?
Can you grab the camera and come into the rooster and the hen have gone into the house now?
Copy,
It's in
Lilydale.
their house?
Well, it is now. The rooster and the hen. But can you take that carefully without, you know what I mean? Pull that out, careful. Don't hit the red dot. And then, you know how to squeeze this? Here, I'll get it. You grab, okay, there you go. Okay. You good?
Yep, we're good.
All right, we're gonna go in and show you the rooster and the hen. We don't often get this call, so. The rooster and the hen. So, normally, the rooster, here, over here, normally the rooster and the hen are running around this yard. According to the neighbors over here. So, but today the rooster and the hen ran inside. It must be getting cold. How long have they been out here?
I have no idea. A while.
Well,
When I talked to
Hi.
the neighbors, they said they've been in the yard for a while, but over hiding in those bushes.
so Rev, way up there, slide in over here, Rev. There's a rooster and a hen up there. You see them?
Oh, up there.
I can pull over here so you can see them.
Hey.
There you go.
Lilydale
There
with
they are.
Hotel
Rooster and the
X-Ray
hen.
Golf 832.
They were outside running around.
Copy, Lilydale, 28 minutes.
So we're going to have to get animal control. All right, well, St. Paul Police is coming.
Hi.
They'll call animal
I was
control.
watching you guys.
Were you watching? Oh, you're watching. Thank you.
Want them?
Pardon me?
No.
Your man said he wanted them.
No.
We'll be back in a minute.
Okay, we're going to go inside.
Good idea.
All right, I got to see if I'm on.
273, take one of our routines. Just got a sleeper.
Still transmitting?
Yep.
Well, there you go. The rooster and the hen. I think we got to write a book.
The rooster and the hen.
287, I can start
The rooster and the hen.
223.
Yeah, here we
Copy,
are.
29 minutes. I copy
The rooster and the hen.
31 minutes.
Is it here? That's good. St. Paul here.
Yep.
Hey, I'm glad you guys are here. Glad you're here. Find the rooster? We found the rooster and the hen. Now you guys got to figure out what to do with it.
2100 Snelling Avenue. 650 at Michael.
So that you get to see the rooster and the hen, I think that is just a funny.
See what's happening at the Founder?
That was hilarious. Hey. All right, how are you?
287.
20.
Parker, Maryland, Hotel Bravo Echo 129.
You doing? I'll take that DOC.
Copy at Parker, Maryland. 30 minutes.
Yeah, the neighbor was actually watching live on patrol and came out and said, "Hey, Rev, I'm watching you." That was interesting. I think I closed my coat in the door.
223.
So, a rooster and a hen. That's interesting.
31 minutes.
223, check out.
Go.
Three last advice. Marks to Central.
Copy, 33 minutes.
Can we get some clarification on what these weapons are?
Let's go through and 644 Engine Center. What adult mail? Or juvenile mail?
Did the backseaters get to see the rooster?
Yes, they did.
Okay, good. And what do they think we should do about the rooster and the hen? Write a book?
Somebody said you got dinner.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, there you have it. The rooster and the hen.
Make chicken stew.
I'll take that DOC.
Rooster and the hen. I mean, they looked pretty peaceful up there, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Copy, do we have
You
a
know.
squad to assist 221? 250, that's
Nobody knew how they got here.
Copy.
Well, one of the neighbors is missing.
Copy, 32 minutes.
I don't think. Hey, the one lady was watching us.
Yeah, she came out. She said, "Hey, Rev."
So right here by New Hope Baptist Church.
Right about the church.
Right by the church. You know, do you think that maybe those were pardoned by the president?
Pardoned by Pastor P.
Pastor P.
Three last advice. Marks to Central.
Copy, 33
You gotta
minutes.
start bringing that camera in. That's some interesting stuff.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
But they did see it. I wasn't sure if the camera would stay connected.
263.
Yeah.
The Wi-Fi is generated in the car here. But
Can't believe this claim to have weapons was a result of being intoxicated, and there's no actual weapons known for the color.
you know,
34 minutes.
they could be like,
Where's your other phone?
not in here, husband-wife hens, right? Right?
Husband, wife, hen.
Well, you know, rooster and a hen. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like a male and female, right?
Go forward.
I mean, you don't want to separate them in that case, right?
Right.
Copy, 370, stay clear.
Right. Well, you don't want to separate them.
287, copy, no PW3.
Oh, I must not did it right.
Copy, 35 minutes.
Courtesy red, adult male, adult female, competing case.
But we're going to let St. Paul Police Department call animal control and figure out a proper conclusion.
Interesting.
You got some hats back there too, Red. We'll go downtown. See if we can give away a few
claim to
hats.
have weapons
Yeah.
as a result of being
good.
intoxicated, and there's no actual weapons known to the caller.
Copy.
34 minutes.
Andre every morning puts hats in my car. That's his job.
287, I'm in the area. You can send me that as well.
Hold on a second here. Sorry for their backseaters. We gotta.
Copy, 36 minutes.
273, I'm call for you. Cancel
We're not
287.
perfect at this. We gotta tip this.
Copy 287, you can stay clear.
When is this open? The new homeless.
Copy
Is
35
it open
minutes.
yet? No?
Looks like they're done.
Oh, the building looks done. The listing house of St. Paul.
Copy panic case.
I don't think it's open though, right?
Well, you have to come in the daytime because
Yeah, but it doesn't look like there's people usually hang around the listing houses, you know, in the nighttime too, just to hope you get a spot in the morning. The wild one last night, huh? That was exciting. Exciting blues. Yeah, 3-1. And it was first game for the new head coach.
Right.
213.
Players are always trying to impress the coach on their first game.
Copy at Lily Dale.
Right.
Working hard. They want to be the fourth line. They want to be.
Copy, 37 minutes.
But they played all four lines. They all contributed, but there were some great saves by that Gustafson last night. And then, of course, a breakaway goal for the third goal to put the game away.
Copy at 36 minutes.
It was hairy for a while when they were trying to tie it up at 2-1.
213, 227.
The Minnesota Wilds at home last night.
227.
We've, Juve Falls, 25 7th Street West. Subject was out earlier, left a bag of needles. He's back on scene, looking for the bag now.
It's right here.
Police said he's under the influence. Description of the black male, 15 to 17 years old.
Okay,
6
look.
foot, wearing a gray puffer jacket, black
15 to
jeans,
16?
boots, and a ski mask.
15 to 17.
Looking for needles? I don't know. Did he drop them?
He was out here earlier.
I know, he's right ahead of us here.
Yeah.
I don't know how old the call is. You got the call in your
Just
hand?
came out.
Yeah.
34. 5 minutes.
213. Fine.
Give ourselves away, but we don't want
Copy 37 minutes.
1519 University Avenue west of the EC Pond for an audible alarm covering front door left. Guys, officers were just out there earlier.
to. We are coming up on
273.
Wabasha, which is essentially zero,
273.
as far as the east and west downtown.
Supervisor 287.
So he's at 25 west, right?
Copy, 39
Yeah.
minutes.
So
200,
that's the next
27.
block down here at St. Peter.
213.
Got your eyes open?
Yeah.
I heard a whistle.
We've Juve call 25 7th Street West. Subject was out earlier, left a bag of needles. He's back on scene, looking for the bag now. Police said he's under the influence.
That's him,
Description
yeah.
of the black male, 15 to 17 years old, 6 foot, wearing a gray puffer jacket, black jeans, black boots, and a ski mask. Full copy. 38 minutes.
Still got an eye on him? Where'd he go?
He walking
Oh, there
right
he
there.
is. There he is. Oh, that's the whistle. Oh, somebody's whistling over there.
I think it's him.
Stand by. Someone might be warning them.
113, copy of the date.
There's an Walking a little faster now.
117, I copied to 1519, University
know they
Avenue West,
committed a crime. What was
on
the
for an
issue?
audible alarm covering front door left.
That may not be
Advised
good.
officers were just out there earlier.
221.
39
Can you
minutes.
match the description?
I was unable to call the comp. Are you guys able to get through on your end and tell her to bring us in?
Well, there's 2 St. Paul cops there.
Clear right straight, sir.
We're going to let them make that
Copy,
decision.
39 minutes.
Copy, 41 minutes.
Well, the one we were watching was white, right?
I'm
Shorter
looking,
one?
yeah,
The
but
shorter one there?
2 black males, 15, 17.
That guy wasn't 15, 17.
111 Tango,
I
regular
think
case number,
it's 2
please.
walking.
Your
It
case
was
number
white.
is 219130. 219130.
532, copy.
Male that left the bag is back
Copy, thank you.
on scene.
You're welcome, 40 minutes.
This one's closer to the water, the dock area.
We're looking for the bag.
I was Delta Sierra, Romeo 362.
Well,
Copy at Lilydale, 42 minutes.
did they leave the bag there earlier when they were there, or what?
Bag of needles.
That's a terrible habit.
117, copy update.
Terrible habit.
Copy, 40 minutes. One.
I was unable to call the comp. Are you guys able to get through on your end and tell her to bring us in?
Copy, 41 minutes.
Five through 2, 10-8. 273.
532, copy, 273, go ahead.
Other investigate. This one's closer to the water, the dock area.
Well, at least the stoplights
I was Delta Sierra, Romeo 362.
right?
Copy at Lilydale, 42 minutes. 43 minutes.
Back 3 times. It's instant busy too.
Good.
44 minutes.
Well, pretty quiet out here, Rev.
Pretty quiet.
McGovern's is pretty much shut down.
Have a good night. 44 minutes.
Burger Mo's is out. A little bit of a difference when there's a wild game, huh?
Hey, what happened?
It happens all the time. It'll just hit that little 3-line thing and then hit dispatch. And it'll populate again. Yeah, by the way, I don't know if we ever mentioned it, but the kid that had the gun at Central
111 Tango.
is a regular
111, take us.
arrestee of ours. You know?
No.
Clear advised with 185 and 171.
43 minutes.
276 from EOT. Have a good night.
He pled not guilty.
Have a good night.
5183, clear assistance.
He had handed the bag to
That's
another
45
student. One of the problems in the system is kids transferring from one school to the other.
45 minutes.
And a lot of times what schools will do is they'll give you a choice. We can kick you
Call
out,
back 3 times.
or you can
It's instant busy too.
transfer on your own. And the problem is the issues just keep transferring from school to school.
45
Right.
minutes.
I don't have a solution. When I was younger, I tried to build a daytime detention school where kids
Have a good night.
where the sheriff's office could run like a curfew center only during school. But it's very complicated to do that because the educators in the Department of Education want control over what you do with the kids. We were just going to teach them simple skills while they were off the streets. Reading, writing, arithmetic.
Sound like a good idea.
Yeah. Sometimes simple ideas are good ideas.
9174.
9174.
Clear squads advised.
Well, as we firm up some dates for the Rev's going to do 11 o'clock on December 9th for sure, with Santa dropping off presents under the tree like we have in the past.
Yeah.
But we're going to do another date probably at that little bar we were showing. McCarran's Pub, McCarran's Grill. And do a little event there. If you can drop off a present, come on in, have a hot cider or whatever else is good. Enjoy a few appetizers. Put some Christmas music on, maybe a Christmas movie. When's this tower opening up, Rev? Do you know? Pretty soon?
They just met about it. I'm not sure it'll be opening too soon.
I think it'll be open by Christmas, don't you?
I hope.
Or not?
They cleaned up this today.
Where's our squad car? Is it here?
In front of this white.
Okay.
Somebody's in our office.
No.
Yeah. Our lights are motion detected.
Well, why don't you go check that out? Okay, your keys?
Yeah.
All right. Well, actually, we're going to wrap up. Rev and I are going to go check out the office here at 345, see what's going on in there at 345 Cedar. But don't be surprised if we...
Oh, I bet I know.
Was he up there? Mm-hmm. Don't be surprised if we jump on tomorrow. Pat and Jelly Joe might jump on, but we're going to check out our office here. But thank you very much for joining us, and get some sleep. And the spirit of Christmas will be all around us.
And I will let you know what the dates are. See you on the 9th. Good night. God bless.
221, GOA with Central.
See what's happening at the Foundry tonight?
Y'all want to see some pussy?
No,
Want to see some
don't.
pussy? Some white pussy.
That's a good flavor, good aroma. Good aroma.
Pink pussy.
It smells interesting. I quit smoking.
Do that dick still get on hard?
Stop.
I think we'll be back here. Smoking would affect your ability to get an erection. Yeah. See, to be honest with you, she was grabbing for Pat's crotch.
She was reaching.
She was reaching for Pat's crotch, and that arrests her for criminal sexual conduct at that point, right? See what's happening at the Foundry tonight. Make sure everybody's getting along.
How you doing?
Everybody getting along okay?
It smells like August 1st out here.
Looks like everybody's going back in.
It can't be us.
What?
It smells interesting out here.
That's a good flavor, good aroma. Good aroma.
What y'all say?
I said it's
It
a good
smells
aroma.
nice
Smells like
out here.
Y'all
cigars.
see some pussy?
No, I do not.
Do y'all want to see some pussy?
No,
Well,
thank you.
you just
Do you
got.
want to see
No,
some
don't.
pussy?
No, we don't want to.
Oh,
No,
okay.
but
Do
thank
you
you.
want to see some white pussy?
No.
Pink pussy.
We're here to keep people safe. Did you know where the police?
Keeping our own self safe.
Y'all got a light?
Huh?
I quit smoking January 31st.
Do that dick
I had-
still?
I
Do
had-
that dick still get on hard?
Stop, young lady.
Boy, fuck that. I don't give a fuck.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not everybody represents our society that well, but for the most part, like we said, most people are good. How's it going? We got quite a turnout. I don't think they're all going to fit.
No, we got a full house.
Yeah. I think we'll be back here. That's my prediction.
I'm afraid you're right.
That's my prediction. It's 11 o'clock.
I'm afraid you're right.
11 o'clock. People are pretty well intoxicated. already. Little conflict going on in the parking lot already. I think we're going to be back here. But let's go see what the east side looks like first, huh? I did. One thing I did learn there is I never heard that smoking would affect your ability to get an erection.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
She was. You know why I drove away backseaters? To be honest with you, she was grabbing for Pat's crotch.
She was reaching.
She was reaching for Pat's crotch, and that we didn't want to get to that point.
213.
For a variety of reasons, but we would have to arrest her for criminal sexual conduct at that point, right?
Copy.
So
yeah. If her mom was listening, she's going to get her mouth washed out with soap.
Yeah. She, I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
A couple more police cars here. In our travels.
Looks like a tow truck.
Can I get 3154?
315.
315.
6 minutes.